Have you ever felt that continuing in certain situations only prolongs your discomfort? Today we are going to explore 12 crucial moments when, inspired by the wisdom of Stoicism, it is more valuable to walk away than to stay. From toxic relationships to work environments that drain your energy, you'll discover why walking away can be an act of courage and self-preservation. Stay until the end to understand how to apply these Stoic principles in your daily life, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insights that will transform the way you face everyday challenges. Number 1. When your contributions are not sustainable. On the path to personal and professional fulfillment, we often find ourselves taking on more responsibilities than we can handle. This overextension not only depletes our emotional and physical reserves, but can also lead us to a state of exhaustion. Stoic principles urge us to objectively evaluate our capabilities and recognize the limits of our endurance. It is essential to accept that not all burdens must be carried indefinitely, and that establishing healthy boundaries is not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of wisdom and self-respect. Withdrawing from unsustainable commitments is not an escape, but a necessary reaffirmation of our commitment to a balanced and sustainable lifestyle. This act of self-preservation allows us to regain our balance and ensure that our future contributions are both meaningful and manageable. Number 2. When they take you for granted. Being taken for granted can be one of the most discouraging experiences, especially when you are heavily invested in a relationship or professional project. Often, this imbalance arises not from ill will, but from a lack of recognition and appreciation of our efforts. The Stoics remind us of the importance of reciprocity and mutual recognition in all our interactions. When faced with a continued lack of appreciation, it is crucial to re-evaluate our stay in such environments. Walking away is not only an act of self-esteem, but also a declaration that our presence and efforts have value. This decision to retire allows us to redirect our energies towards environments where our contribution is valued and celebrated, which is essential for our well-being and personal growth. Number 3. When they no longer respect you. Respect is fundamental in all our interactions, acting as the glue that maintains the integrity of our personal and professional relationships. However, when we find ourselves in situations where basic respect is systematically ignored or violated, we face a deterioration in our self-esteem and personal dignity. From a Stoic perspective, removing oneself from such circumstances is not simply an option, but an ethical imperative. This action not only protects our personal integrity, but also serves as a crucial reminder that we should not tolerate being put down. By doing so, we affirm our own value and set a precedent for how we expect to be treated by others. Number 4. When your values are compromised. Finding ourselves at a crossroads where our core values are at stake is one of the most challenging tests of our personal integrity. Compromising our principles may offer short-term gains, but in the long term, it erodes our authenticity and can lead to deep discomfort and discontent with oneself. Stoics value coherence between our actions and our beliefs as the essence of a virtuous life. Removing ourselves from situations that demand that we betray our values is not only an act of self-respect, but also an exercise of personal freedom. This decision reinforces our commitment to an authentic and respectful life with ourselves and allows us to remain true to what we value most. Number 5. When the environment prevents your personal growth. Finding ourselves in an environment that stagnates our personal and professional growth not only limits our opportunities for advancement, but can also negatively affect our motivation and mood. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of being in places that challenge and enrich us, thus encouraging a process of continuous learning and improvement. Moving away from restrictive environments gives us the freedom to seek and cultivate new spaces where our potential can be fully realized. This step is not only liberating, but reaffirms our commitment to personal development that more closely resonates with our aspirations and values. By changing our environment, we are not only making a physical change, but also a personal reinvention that aligns us more closely with our goals and the true sense of our purpose in life. Number 6. When you are no longer learning nor growing. Stagnation in any area of life is a clear sign that it is time to evaluate and possibly change our trajectory. Whether in our career, our relationships, or our personal pursuits, continuing in a repetitive cycle without progress can lead to demotivation and apathy. The Stoics advise us to actively seek challenges and opportunities that propel us forward and enrich our life experience. Moving away from situations of stagnation is recognizing that our time and efforts are valuable and deserve to be invested in activities that promote our growth and personal fulfillment. This step towards new horizons not only revitalizes our enthusiasm for life, but also teaches us the importance of being proactive in our own journey of personal development. If you're enjoying what you've seen so far, I encourage you to show your support by clicking the I like it, which you will find just below. Your support is essential so we can continue bringing you quality content. Number 7. When trust is broken. A betrayal or breach of trust can be one of the most difficult challenges to overcome, as it attacks the foundation on which all our significant relationships are built. Stoics, who value honesty and integrity, remind us to protect our inner peace and self-esteem, even when it means distancing ourselves from those who have broken our trust. This act of withdrawal is not a defeat, but an act of self-preservation and self-respect. By doing so, we not only regain control over our emotional well-being, but we also open the door to new relationships that are founded on reciprocity, respect, and genuine trust. This process of distancing and renewal is essential to maintaining a life in harmony with our deepest values and expectations. Number 8. When you remain out of guilt or obligation. Staying in unwanted situations out of guilt or obligation can lead us to sacrifice our well-being and happiness to meet external or self-imposed expectations. Stoic philosophy urges us to live according to our authentic nature and to make decisions based on what we truly value and desire, not what others expect of us. Breaking free from these chains is a crucial step toward authenticity and self-acceptance. Walking away from commitments that do not resonate with our true desires is, therefore, an act of self-respect and a reaffirmation of our independence. This decision not only improves our quality of life, but also allows us to dedicate time and energy to commitments that are truly meaningful and enriching. Number 9. When you've done everything you can but it's not enough. Sometimes, regardless of our effort and dedication, we face situations in which the expected results simply do not materialize. This is a critical time to apply the Stoic wisdom of differentiating between what is and what is not in our control. Accepting that we have reached the limit of our influence in certain circumstances is essential for our emotional well-being. Moving away from such scenarios allows for a re-evaluation of our strategies and objectives, directing our energies towards new projects or directions where our participation can have a real and positive impact. This recognition not only reflects maturity and self-respect, but also opens the way to explore new opportunities that are more aligned with our capabilities and where our contributions can be truly valued. Number 10. When passion has been lost. Passion is the engine that drives our ambitions and our commitment in all aspects of life. However, when the flame of passion goes out, we find ourselves wandering around without direction or purpose, which can lead to a deep feeling of dissatisfaction. Recognizing that we have lost passion is the first step towards rediscovery of what we truly value and motivates us. Stepping away from situations that have dampened our passion is not only an act of self-care, but also an opportunity to reorient our lives toward activities and relationships that revive our enthusiasm and commitment. This process not only rejuvenates our spirit, but is also a testament to the Stoic value of living a life aligned with our true interests and aspirations. Number 11. When the environment is toxic. Toxic environments, whether at home, work, or within our social circle, can drain our energy, disrupt our emotional and physical balance, and derail us from our path to well-being. The Stoics teach us the importance of self-determination and self-care, emphasizing that we must avoid situations that disturb our peace of mind. Removing ourselves from toxic environments is not only crucial for our health, but it is also an act of self-affirmation and respect for our own lives. This step toward a healthier, more supportive environment not only improves our quality of life, but also reinforces our commitment to the practice of living virtuously in accordance with our core values. Number 12. When you have lost your essence. Losing connection with our essence and our deepest values is perhaps one of the biggest challenges we can face. This disconnection can make us feel like we are living someone else's life, leading to an identity crisis that affects all areas of our existence. Stoic principles remind us that authenticity is fundamental to a virtuous and meaningful life. Walking away from situations that separate us from our true self is not only an act of courage, but also a vindication of our personal integrity. Reconnecting with our values and living in congruence with them not only restores peace and balance, but also allows us to live a fully realized life, marked by relationships and activities that reflect who we are at our truest core. Before we go, I want to leave you with a question. What has been the most difficult situation you have had to deal with? Walk away, and how has that changed you? Share your experiences in the comments so we can all learn from them. If this video resonated with you, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future explorations into how Stoicism can improve your life. Until next time.